Hi there, my lovely writing friends. Now, I know a number of you who watch my videos, thank you so much, and those who comment are people who are already writing. But today's video is more for those who might be lurking among my viewers, unsure what to comment because they're thinking about writing a book, but they haven't done it yet. Maybe you don't know where to start. Maybe writing a book, a novel, something like that. Maybe it's something you've always wanted to try, but life got busy, careers, families, responsibilities, and somehow that dream of yours kept getting pushed further and further down the list. But now, for whatever reason, you might find yourself with a little more time, or maybe just a little more space to think. And that idea has come back again. I'd really love to write a story. But then, almost immediately, another thought follows it. I wouldn't even know where to start. And if that sounds familiar, then this video is for you. But I'm warning you now that what I'm going to suggest is something that some people might feel is almost too simple. And I'm going to put it right here. If you want to learn how to write fiction, then just start writing. That's it. Just do it. But please don't click off just yet. Okay, I've got a bit more to say. I know that sounds flippant, and it really does. I appreciate that. It's a bit like saying, oh, you want to climb a mountain, just walk up it one step at a time. And yeah, we all know that obviously mountain climbing is something that's a lot more complicated than that. But at its core, that is actually how people climb a mountain. They take it one step at a time. And writing a book is a lot easier than doing that and requires a lot less equipment. So stay with me for a moment because there is something deeper behind the just do it idea. One of the biggest barriers people face when they think about writing fiction is the belief that they have to learn everything first. They think they have to understand plot structure, character arcs, pacing, point of view, dialogue tags, blah, 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 blah. All of these terms can feel really quite overwhelming, especially when you're starting out. And when a person gets overwhelmed, then guess what happens? They don't start. They do other things instead. They read about writing. They watch videos about writing. Thank you so much for watching mine. You're truly appreciated. They might even take notes about writing, but they never actually sit down and write. And here's the thing. Most of us already know how to tell a story. We do it as people all the time. Think about the last time you met a friend for coffee or spoke to someone on the phone and you said something like, you won't believe what happened to me the other day. And then you told them. You set the scene. You explained what happened. You probably added a bit of drama or maybe a bit of humor. You paused in the right places. You built up to the interesting part. And that is storytelling, can't you see? You already do it probably every day. The only difference with fiction is simply that you're writing the story down instead of speaking it out loud. And that's it. You're taking something that already exists, a skill you already have in your everyday life, which is your ability to share an experience, and instead you're putting it on the page. So when people say, I don't know how to write fiction, what they often mean is, I don't know how to do it perfectly. And that's a very different thing because no one writes perfectly when they start. If you've been watching me for a while, you already know how bad my first book was, although it's still selling 12 years later. And you'll also know how often I say that I learn more about writing with every single book that I write. And at the moment, I have well over 100 titles to my name, and I'm still learning with every one. Another thing I am also really honest about is that when I self-published my first book, I was 52 years old, and that was 12 years ago. So yes, you do the math. But I say that because I don't believe anyone is too old to start writing. It is genuinely one thing that is open to such a large percentage of people in some form or another. I don't have degrees. I've never done a creative writing course in my life. But what I do have is experience in, well before I ever became an author, I read a lot. And that is something that gets often overlooked by people looking for this perfect writing lessons. The importance of reading as a tool for learning about writing. No, not books about how to write, but your actual fiction reading. If you enjoy reading fiction, you already know how stories work. Every time you read a book you love, you're absorbing patterns, even if it's quite subconsciously. You're noticing how the story begins, how it builds, how it resolves. You know when something feels slow. You know when something feels exciting. You know and are able to tell when a character is interesting and when they're not. That is all part of your own internal storytelling kit. You've already done that. You don't have to sit down and memorize the structures before you start, because you've already been absorbing these structures every time you've picked up a book. It is true that many stories follow certain patterns. You may have heard of the 3-act structure, the 5-act structure, the hero's journey, Save the Cat, various other storytelling frameworks. And yes, those things exist. And yes, they can be very helpful, especially if you're someone who likes to outline their story. But those structures, or learning about those structures, should never be a barrier to entry. They are tools you can explore later on, once you've started writing and you're curious about how to shape your stories more deliberately. They are not a gate you have to pass through or understand to tick all the boxes before you're allowed to begin. Honestly, the real barrier for most people isn't a lack of knowledge. It's that hesitation. It's that quiet little voice that says, what if it's not good? What if I don't do it properly? What if I get it wrong? Believe me, I know what that feels like, because that stopped me from doing art for over 50 years. I always believed there had to be a specific way you were supposed to draw or put art down on a page. And now, well, as I say, if you follow me on social media or anything else, you know I get so much joy out of splashing paint around, and the number of comments that I get about, wow, you have such awesome art. And I'm thinking, it's just paint on a page. But I let that voice of what if it's not good, or what if I don't do it properly, stop me from doing it for so many years. Yet this is something I absolutely love. And I know those same thoughts about writing can be enough to stop someone before they've even written a single sentence. So I want to offer you a different way to begin. Something simply, say that right, my friend. Something simple, familiar, and something that takes the pressure off. Instead of thinking, I'm going to write a novel, or even, I'm going to write a story, try this instead. Open a blank document and imagine you're writing an email to someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, just someone you're comfortable with, you know? And imagine you're telling them a story. You might even start with something like, "You won't believe what happened today." Or, "So I've been thinking about this idea and I just had to tell you." And then you write. You don't worry about whether it's structured properly. You don't worry about whether or not it sounds like a proper book. You are just telling a story. Maybe it's about a character you've imagined. Maybe it's based on a what if idea. Like, what if someone discovered something unusual? What if two people met under strange circumstances? What if something unexpected happened in an otherwise ordinary day? And as you write, something interesting happens. Because you're not trying to be a writer, you're just telling a story. That makes it so much easier to keep going. Now, will it be perfect? Probably not. But it doesn't need to be, because the goal at this stage isn't perfection. It's practice. It's momentum. It's getting comfortable with the act of putting words on a page. And here's something I really want to emphasize. That one you're writing, you don't have to show anybody. I'm not telling you you have to send it. You're doing this in a document, not an email. And so you don't have to show anybody, not at the beginning. What you're doing is you are writing a story that you want to read, so it can be entirely for you. This is your private space where you explore ideas, characters, and stories without any judgment. And that freedom to just write, it's incredibly powerful. Because when you're not worried about what other people will think, you are far more likely to take risks, try out new things, and to discover what you enjoy writing about. And that's another important part of this. Writing fiction isn't just about learning how to write. It's about discovering what you like to write. Do you like romances? Are you a mystery fan? Do you absolutely adore fantasy stories? Are you someone who leads more towards the quirky and the unusual? Or do you like the really deep, dark political thrillers or something like that? You won't know for certain until you try. So instead of waiting until you feel ready, instead of waiting until you've read one more book about writing or watched one more video or taken one more course, just start. Do it today. Open the document, write the first sentence. You can even start it. A funny thing happened on the way to the grocery store or something. And then you write the next one and the next one and the next. And it really doesn't even have to be very long. Don't think about word counts or anything else. Don't think about format, structure, nothing. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to exist. Because every single writer started exactly the same way, with a blank page and a first sentence that probably wasn't perfect. The first line I think I wrote in The Reluctant Wolf, which was my first fiction book for 12 years ago, was about Cain deciding he was hungry and walking into a diner. And that simple beginning was a 15-book series. So over time, something builds. It's your confidence and a familiarity. You start to realize your brain sort of gets the idea what you're doing and starts filling in the gaps for you. And as you're doing it, you get a sense that, oh, hey, this isn't as mysterious as it first seemed. So if you've been thinking about writing fiction, if that idea has been sitting quietly in the back of your mind and it's been pushed back by all the what if I do it wrong, what if I don't know how to do it, blah, 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 take this as your gentle nudge to push that idea forward. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start writing. Now, usually at this point, I usually say something like, oh, what do you think? And I ask for your opinion. But again, because I know I have wonderful writers who do watch my content, I'm asking you, my lovely viewer, to maybe offer your own words of advice to someone who wants to write and hasn't started yet. What do you wish somebody had told you when you first started? Let us know in the comments below. I know for myself, I wish somebody had told me that you can just write the way you speak, that it doesn't all have to be la-di-da, posh or proper, because that held me back for a lot of years. But when I started, I did exactly that. I basically sat down and wrote a story to a friend. So what's your tips and tricks, my friends? And if you are one of these newbies that who is really wanting to be a writer, and if this video was useful to you, do you have any other questions? Is there something I haven't explained? Has your voice actually got another question that's keeping you back? What is it? What's that barrier? Let me know in the comments below, because maybe I can help. I do answer absolutely every one of my comments. And so I'd really love to read yours. I put long form content out on Mondays and Thursdays. If you ever want to hear me reading my own work, I do half-hour videos where I do exactly that on Saturdays. I am currently, I think I'm still currently reading Scar Bonds, The Scar That Binds Us. It's a little bit hard because I schedule my videos, so I'm never quite sure where I'm up to. But as I said before, I absolutely love to read your comments, and I answer every single one. So if you agree with me, disagree with me, have a question, or just want to say hi, I truly appreciate that, as YouTube appreciates the interaction. And I'm genuinely trying to grow this small channel, because I believe we're building our own little writing community here, and that just feels nice. If you thought this video was helpful, please hit the like button. If you're keen on seeing more like that, then please hit the subscribe button as well. And don't forget to tick the bell for all notifications. And in the meantime, until next time, just remember, I want you to keep writing, my friends. And above all, remember that writing is supposed to be fun. Until next time, bye.